The Last of Us TV show is already a disaster of epic proportions. Here are just a few reasons why it isn't living up to the hype and instead disappointing millions the world over. The characters are too one-dimensional. Let's be real, Ellie is basically just a grumpy teenager with a talent for killing infected, and Joel is just a gruff, middle-aged man with a heart of gold. How much depth can we really expect from these characters? The special effects budget will be astronomical. The infected in the game were terrifying, but bringing them to life on the small screen will require some serious CGI magic. And let's not even get started on the cordyceps fungus. The CGI is atrocious. No one can replace Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. These two voice actors brought such depth and emotion to their performances in the game. It's hard to imagine anyone else filling their shoes, and Pedro Pascal and Bella Ramsey are doing an awful job so far. The show will inevitably deviate from the game story. Fans of the game will be expecting a certain level of accuracy, but any deviation from the source material will be met with fierce backlash. The pacing is all wrong. The game was all about the slow burn, the tension, and the emotional weight of each decision. But TV shows are all about the action, the thrills, and the cliffhangers. The humor will be forced. The game had a dark and gritty tone, but it wasn't afraid to inject a little humor here and there. But in the show, the jokes feel out of place and forced, like a dad trying to be cool in front of his kids. The soundtrack is overused. The game's score was haunting and beautiful, but in the show, every tense moment, every emotional scene, every zombie attack is accompanied by the same haunting melody. The show is too realistic for some and not realistic enough for others. The game was praised for its realism, but the TV show will have to make some concessions for the sake of entertainment. The fans of the game will be disappointed with the unrealistic elements, while the general audience will be confused with the realism elements. All in all, The Last of Us TV show is a disaster of apocalyptic proportions that makes me hope the apocalypse will come today and put an end to this horror. We have truly failed as a species.